Hey guys, it's time to show off the latest gaming setup. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but just never got around to doing it. This is a dual monitor setup for my rig. Now, I know some people do 4 or 5 monitors. For those out there who have never used more than one monitor, you have no idea what you're missing. Personally, at work, I have a 3-monitor setup, and trust me, it's extremely useful. So now, let's give a new tour. Now, as you can see, the PlayStation 3 is all the way in the back. Unfortunately, my camera is focusing on the light of the screen. But the old 60 gig is back here. Still works for the most part. Down here, we have the Marantz receiver. Now, I changed up the audio setup. This is now going from the PlayStation 3 to the receiver is using SPDIF, the optical audio cable, or Toshlink as some people call it. Yes, my shit does get pretty loud. I moved the speakers from being on top of the Marantz. I moved them up here, as you can see. They're wall mounted now. This is as far as I can get them. There's not a lot of clearance on the top for these, and the hooks, the way they're designed, I had to leave a little space on top. I got rid of the CD rack. It's now on the floor for now. I'm going to throw it out. We still have my, webcam. So now the Sony PlayStation 3D displays here, as well as that. They're both the same resolution, and they're also both the same size. So I have two 24-inch monitors hooked up to this rig. Now, the GeForce GTX 680 can handle both of these absolutely no problem. One of the benefits of this is, especially if you're playing like some strategy games, you can have a web browser open on one screen and have the game running on another. That's one of the great benefits of having dual screens. Both the PlayStation 3 and the computer are hooked up into the 3D display. Yeah, I could have the PS3 on there and play my, have my rig running while I'm doing that, but I can still do it the other way around. Just leave a web browser open on that screen and play my PS3 on this screen. This, I don't know if I ever explained what the hell this thing is. This is called a Netgear ReadyNAS. It's basically a redundant storage device. Right now I have on here 2 terabytes of storage at the moment. You can just pop these out, slide extra hard drives in. I put all my Blu-ray rips and music and game saves, everything is stored on here. The beauty of it is, right now there's 2 terabyte drives, and they copy data amongst each other. So if any one fails, I could just pop out the drive, throw a new drive in, it will copy the data again, so I don't lose anything. That's hooked up to a gigabit Ethernet, which goes into my wireless router all the way over here, and now every room in the house can actually access this this drive. I have a split all the way in the basement that runs into each room, so yeah, everyone can back up to it and stream media off it. I stream my Blu-ray rips off here onto the Blu-ray player in the living room at, I believe it's 15 megabits per second bitrate is what I rip them at, so it's extremely high quality. Each movie is about 10 gigs, so I want the absolute best. Now, this is my old sound card, the HT Omega. I had to replace it. One reason is because it's PCI. Second reason, they still have yet to release Windows 8 drivers. So I swapped all the way over to a Creative Sound Blaster X-Fi Titanium HD, which is using a Toslink from there into the receiver. So it's actually pretty good sound. So yeah, that's it for there. I also upgraded my solid-state drive. I used to use this, a Kingston. Here we go. Kingston 128 gig solid-state drive. It was a SATA 2 interface. I now upgraded to a 256 gig Samsung, and that's a SATA 3, and the speeds are just phenomenal. I have another solid-state drive. Yeah, I'm not a fan of OCZ at the moment. This is their replacement drive they sent me. Yes, it's the low end, but I had bought a family member a Petrol. I believe that was the model number they had, and it failed. So that I'm not even going to bother with this. So my keyboard, which is solar powered, yes, it could actually tell you on the screen, as you can see here. If I hold it up into the light, as you can see, the number goes up. If I block the light, it goes down. So this recharges the batteries. The batteries inside are at 95%. This guy lasts for such a long time, it's actually pretty ridiculous. So yeah, that's the solar powered keyboard. I also have, again, my my mouse. This is the Logitech MX Revolution, which is the one with the auto hyper scroll, where it has a mechanism in there that automatically will lock and engage this. I hate the remodel they made out, and that's the Performance MX. That thing is shit compared to this one. Now, I do use Windows 8, as you can see here. I've been using it as my main OS for quite a while, and I have to tell you guys, I love Windows 8. For any of you out there, they're going to tell me, oh, Windows 8 sucks. You know, it's not good for gamers. You know, you don't really know what you're talking about. Try the OS first. You know, don't bash it until you try it, because it's look, I mean, it's an extremely good OS, and you can just bring it up on this other screen by going to the lower corner and still clicking. So you can bring it up on any screen you want. And of course it'll bring it up there if I hit this button on my mouse, but you could also just bring it over here. It's extremely easy, guys. I don't know. It's so easy a caveman can do it, right? Yeah, I know. Stupid ass pun. Now, this is basically it for my tour of my rig. I've upgraded the RAM a bit. It's now sporting 16 gigs of memory, which is hard to see. All you see is my reflection. I should take this thing off. My rig has been working flawlessly for, I think it's a year and a half now. Not a single part has ever failed in this computer. I've been recording some podcasts with a Tascam. This is an extremely high quality audio recorder, also with XLR connectors. Really good shit, man. You know, here I can turn it on, Tascam DR40, and yeah, you can position the microphones. So if I ever go to, let's say, a trade show, I can interview people with this, having awesome audio quality, use the video camera for the video, and yeah. This is my microphone. I showed it off very briefly, but this is the Blue Yeti. Part of me really wishes I would have bought the Pro model because it had an XLR connector on the bottom. This is just a mic stand. It would have an XLR here. But it's an extremely good quality mic. Highly recommend it to people out there who are going to do podcasting. It's very reasonable for the price. Yes, it's huge, but damn, it's extremely good quality. So yeah, that's it, guys. This is my tour of my new setup. I did get Resident Evil 6. I got the Anthology Edition, so I've been playing a lot of the old ones on my PS3. I can't wait till the Wii U comes out, guys. I swear. I'm going to be getting rid of this machine when I get the Wii U. I already pre-ordered Black Ops 2 for the Wii U, and what was the other one? New Super Mario Bros. U. So I'll have all those. I'll have. I also bought the premium model of the Wii U, so I'm getting, what is it, Nintendo Land with that as well. So it's 3 games within the course of a day that I'll have. So I'm really going to have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, definitely rate, comment on my setup. I mean, I love these Polk Audios. I had to take down my previous video because apparently one of the DJ mixes I used got flagged, and I just didn't want to friggin' deal with it. So yeah, my speakers are great, and that's why I was playing a little bit of, what is this? This is Square Enix Final Fantasy 13. And I tell you, this thing gets very loud, which for some fucking reason it decided to stop working. That happens, I swear. It's this, it's the sound card. There's a beta driver out there, so the stupid SPDIF thing starts fucking up. But apparently that's not working. Alright, whatever. So, take care, guys. Look out for future content.